to space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're rising, we're falling, we're making moves. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me.
Hey, guys. Good morning to everyone. I'm trying real hard to be in a really good mood today, guys. So bear with me if I sound a little on edge or a little whatever. We all know those days that we have. And I do apologize for this past week or this past weekend. I was called down a few times the other day on my live because I was a little out of hand. I do not apologize for how I feel. I do apologize for how I talked and how I spoke. And I actually lost a few subscribers because they felt I was better than that. By the way, guys, I'm human. Sometimes I get upset. Sometimes I say cuss words. Sometimes I just get fed up and can't take anymore. And I'm not perfect, and I have never claimed to be. I am one of the nicest people you want to meet, but I'm human. That's all I can say. I'm human. And I'm sure we all are, including the person that had left that message for me saying they were unsubscribing. So now let me try to, let me say hello to everybody that's in here so far. We have hello, Shalima, Nano for Life, Yennefer, hello. Good to see you here, hon. Nano7. Remain calm. How are you today, sweetheart? Let's see. We have Karen and we have, I thought I saw Corey in here at one point, didn't I? Maybe not. Hello, Stitching. How are you today, sweetheart? I could have swore I saw Corey in here, but I guess not. Anyways, I hope you all are doing great this morning. We're going to give it a little bit and see how many people actually come in. And then I'm going to play the interview that, okay, now that this interview was done and it's going to be a little bit confusing. And I looked for the original video. I cannot find it. I don't know if it was took down or what, or if there was another name on it. But Backwoods Georgia Girl is the one that actually did the interview with Clyda Trent. Now, there was another lady speaking while that interview was going on, and I'm thinking her name might have been Bama Mama or something to that effect. At some point during the video, they say her name, but I didn't catch it. Now, the video I received through the email was the one that Valkyrie's Corner did using the video that Georgia Girl did. Like I said, it's confusing. I do apologize. And I'm going to try my best to just clip out just the actual interview. Nothing against Valkyrie's Corner. I do not want her to strike me. But, I mean, it was just commentary from her that I'm cutting out. And if there was any other way I could do this, I would. But it would take so much time to actually try to clip out all of Clyda's part of this video, so I'm just going to try it this way. So bear with me, guys, okay? Remain kind. Truth to Light. Hello, sweetheart. Let's see. Hey, everybody. I'm doing great today and glad to be here. Well, I'm glad to be here too, and I'm glad you're here. Guys, we have I have news now. At some point, as soon as it's ready, Nano for Life has rewritten. We're using music from another song, which, yes, I will get. There will be a copyright claim on the song, but it's only a partial copyright claim. Okay. And it's only because of the music. But Nano for Life has took a song and she has reworded the song and wrote it specifically for summer. I'm having Genevieve. She is actually recording the song. She's going to be singing it. And as soon as that is done, I'm going to put it out here. We also have, let me get back down here. Just trying to give you guys the latest news, what's going on. Stitching, Bitching, and True Crime has an actual, I don't know if he's a superstar or what. He is a friend of hers. He is a musician. He is a singer. And he has a publicist. And between Stitching and the publicist and the singer, they are creating a song specifically for summer as well. So, and it will, like I said, it's specifically for summer. So hopefully, YouTubers that are on Summer's case will all be able to use it. I know the one that Nano for Life is doing, she is doing it for this channel, but her and Genevieve, but everybody will be allowed to use it. I wouldn't have a problem with that if they don't. And so anyways, sorry guys, I'm just rambling on. Like I said, I was just waiting until we could see how many people we could get in here so I don't have to talk twice over. This is such a great, thank you, Remain Calm. I appreciate that, hon. I know you guys all feel the same way, and I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, Karen. Yes, a lovely person, me. You should stand for the truth. Thank you. Oh, I just gained one. Well, thank you, Karen. I appreciate that, hon. And let me, and like I say in the title here, guys, because I forget who it was. Somebody contacted me and said that, it was telling their stories. Audrey B. She said she had heard that Carly Trent's grandmother was another lady, Mary something, I think. But I heard that, my information is that Clyda Trent is Carly Trent's grandmother. So that's still on the fence, guys. So I just don't want to put that out there. If I'm wrong, I don't mind saying I'm wrong. But I'm just letting you guys know that there is a discrepancy there. And as soon as we get the confirmation for sure, one way or the other, I will let everybody know. Hello, Sandy. And yes, Nano for Life says, yes, please use it. The more it's used, the better. Absolutely, 100%. As soon as we can get this song out there, the sooner we, everybody can enjoy it. And it's absolutely a beautiful song. It really is. And right now it's just the first half of the song only so that it can be used for like intros and stuff for Summerwells videos, that kind of thing. But eventually, Genevieve and Nano for Life are going to finish the entire song. So, hello, Burlington Park. How are you, darling? Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead. Well, when it hits the 10-minute mark, we'll go ahead and I'll start playing the interview, and then I'm going to have a few things to talk about. And the connections that I see in the Carly Trent case and the Summerwells case. And I truly, honestly, with everything in my heart, guys, believe there is a major connection there that connects those two cases. And I'll fill you in on some of the little, tidbit pieces that I see there. And I know some of you agree with me, some of you don't. Okay, and as far as this interview, hang on a second. I forgot to share the screen. Okay, we're going to start sharing this. And understand, guys, this, the recording on Clyda Trent's voice is not the best recording. I don't know if it's where it's been recorded over and over or what, but If you need to, turn on your closed captions on your video part of your screen, okay? So that way you can understand everything that's being said. Hello, Tennessee Blonde. How are you this morning, hun? And Valkyrie's Corner, please, please, please don't strike me for doing this. I am going to do my best not to actually use your whole video, but just clips out of it. Can everybody see this? I'm going to look. Can everybody see this? And yes, I'll have him give us a clip for us to use. Thank you, Stitching. Thank you so much. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and play this. You guys, Nana for Life, if you can't see it, just text me, okay? And that way I'll know. Okay, the first clip comes at 4:51. Now, this is Georgia Girl who is interviewing Clyda Trent. And I'm assuming she just got a hold of her and called her up so that she could find out what, in her opinion, was going on or what the family was like or whatever. Big commercial. Sorry, guys. Let me back this up.
And remember, I'm going to try to remember.
Cruise with Norwegian and get everything under the sun. Free unlimited.
To take transformative pauses, and you will have to listen close. Let me unplug my air conditioner because this recording is very low. And again, the credit goes to Backwoods Georgia Girl for getting this interview with Miss Trent. And y'all go subscribe to her after this live. Here we go.
You did that. And then at a future date, I don't know how many years went by, I thought it wise to just deed it over to donaldwells. Because he was living there, you know. Correct. How far back does it go to their ownership of the property? Oh, Johnny's? Yes. Oh. Starting with the first owner before it was deeded over. Is it within the family, the property? Well, here it goes. From some way up in Kingsport a long time ago.
Now, Karen Goad had bought quite a bit of property in the Beach Creek area. I forget how many acres that she did buy in the Beach Creek area. What is now Mary Sexton's property and the property behind Donnie Wells, all that.
Okay, we're going to scoot on up here, too.
Then she did it to me. And then she did it to me, and then I eventually deeded it to Donnie. Gotcha. And what's your affiliation with Don in Utah? Is he in Utah? I thought he was still out in Tennessee. No, he's in jail right now, but he's in Tennessee. But I do know that Utah is another place that he tends to go often. Yes, his dad lives up north of he's in Tennessee, but I do know that Utah is another place that he tends to go often. Yes, his dad lives up north of where I live. Okay. And you're in Utah? Yes, but I used to live about 30 or 40 minutes from him. Okay. And then
And she still holds property in
She still holds property in Tennessee, is what she's saying.
here we go.
I also see that you lived at one time at 110 Bed Hill Road.
No, that's Donnie's address. 110 Bed Hill Road.
That you maybe it's because you were the real estate associate through the real estate company, maybe?
I don't know. But, my name was on the deed for several years.
Okay. And, I don't know, do you have any thoughts or anything you'd like to share about the Summerwells case?
It's just tragic because I don't know how their daughter's doing or if she's dead or alive or here or there. That would being a mother, that just drive me wild.
Are you in contact at all with Candus? Or Grandus? Candus.
I haven't been for probably, I think the last time we were in contact maybe was when I was out there end of December. Now, catch that because she says the last time she was out there was the end of December. Now, catch and listen to what she's going to say here.
So you were there at the end of December. How was the family then?
When did the kids get taken away about that time?
In June. They were taken away in July. June 15th, Summer went missing, and then the kid and child, they took the children as well.
Yes, actually, I was out there then, and
okay, this is the part that really needs concentration, because I feel as if this could go really much deeper, because first she says she hasn't been out there since December 21st, and then she says she was out there right before the kids were taken. Listen real closely to the timeline, you guys. It's all wrong. Child, they took the children as well.
yes, actually, I was out there then, and the CS, is that right?
Yes.
Department of Children's Services. I called Donnie because me and my friend wanted to visit them. And so we did. Well, he said, I said, I can come out Wednesday or Thursday. Which one is best for you? He said, well, DCS is coming Wednesday at 6:30. And come in. I said, oh, no, I'll just come, Thursday. He said, well, I'm tied up Thursday. Please come Wednesday. So we ended up housing. Okay, this is very, very important part.
Hey there, look at this. That's the shockwave flashlight. Now this thing does something that you've probably never seen.
It is, because just take a look at the days of the week and the day that Summer come up missing, and you do the math yourself. She says, Clyda Trent says, they ended up taking the boys the first night because DCS did not have a place to put them. They had no holding facility. So this idea that they were planning to take the boys for years before, they were there to take the kids. They were so ill prepared, they did not even have a place to take the boys. It's private treatment.
The first night after do you understand that makes no sense? I'm trying to figure this out. Listen.
Housing the kids that first night after they left.
The first night after DCFS took the kids?
Yes, did not have a place
actually saying she was there the day that she went missing.
Did y'all just catch what this woman? She realizes that she has done got caught tripping her own self up, and now she's trying to backpedal up out of it.
Patience with this person.
Here we go.
Okay, here's where I began to start to lose my patience with this person. Okay, she came in July, the day that the boys were taken. Summer went missing June 15th. She is not saying she is there when Summer went missing. How hard is that to understand? Excuse me for my snarkiness. I'm irritated.
Makes no sense. Were you there when Summer went gone? Because they were gone the day they were supposed to get picked up.
No, she was already gone. Yeah, she was gone.
See? This is a problem. I have a problem with this.
Okay, now I just got so they asked us if they could come and stay there over at Churchill.
Oh, wow. At that time, Summer was already gone.
Yes.
So, were you there when Summer went gone? Because they were gone the day they were supposed to get picked up.
No, she was already gone. Took her a while to answer, though. Yeah, she was gone. And
So DCFS was supposed to come the night, correct, and then she was gone on the 15th, the day before. So,
no, wait a minute, there's something messed up about that.
you think?
The kids, were taken after Summer.
Oh, yes, the boys were taken after.
And I noticed, I told DCS, I've been, playing with the boys, entertaining them.
She totally won't answer the question. She's avoiding it. Now she's going to a safe place.
They're interviewing the parents. And the three boys were very... After I'm done here, go back and play this again. And listen to this. That they weren't mean to each other, and they didn't yell curse words, and they were just nice kids. So sad.
How was Summer?
I didn't see her.
When you knew and saw her before she gave anything to share about the way Summer is or was?
It might have been. How old was she when she was taken?
5.
Yeah, I think I saw her last when she was 3 or 4. And she was really a happy child. God bless Backwoods Bama for her patience.
Was Miss Trent, who spent time with the children, just said the boys were well behaved, they didn't cuss, they weren't mean to each other. She goes on to say that Summer was a happy little girl that loved her mother and father. So the narrative that, these children were out of control, hurting each other, mean children, their parents were just totally neglectful and abusive.
All right, that's all I'm going to play of that.
Okay, that's all she's playing of it, guys. Anyways, I hope y'all could hear it or at least make out part of it. Basically, they were talking about... Hello, Cassie, Roku. They were talking about when Dawn first got the property, that the property had been in Clyda Trent's name for years. That's why that her name showed up as a resident up there. And like I've said from the get-go, guys, what happened was, and I forget where I got this information or I would give it to you. What happened was when Karen Goad got so ill that she wound up having to go on SSDI, she could not own 11 point whatever acres and be able to draw that check, because the government would expect you to sell off the property for you to have money to live on. She knew she wanted to give that property to her son. She signed the deed over into Clyda Trent's name to hold in trust for Donwells. So when Karen died, then Don moved up there. Clyda Trent signed the property back over to Don, but they had to do it the legal way, so money had to have exchanged hands. If I remember correctly, it was like $20 or something. Point being, one that I want to point out is Donwells did not inherit this property from his mother. So technically, him and Candus being married and he purchased the property, that property belongs to him and Candus, not just Donwells. Okay, second of all, now getting back to the connection. Now, if you guys think about this, no, it's not like the Michael Vaughn case where they both went missing at the same time of day on the same day of the week and that they look so much alike, although they do. Both of these girls, Carly Trent and Summerwells, both blonde hair, both blue eyes, pretty little girls, both disappear from Rogersville, right? Also, and if you'll think about this, Summer was born in February and Carly went missing in May of 2016. So Summer was actually born the same year that Carly went missing. But, I'm trying to think, guys. I feel like I'm put on the spot here, and I forgot to write the stuff down. But in my opinion, if I'm correct with my information, how odd do you think it is that both of their grandmothers are best friends? Both of these girls turn up missing in Rogersville. Both of them were from the Beach Creek area. Both of them, their favorite color is purple. I mean, both of them blonde hair, blue eyes. And then it's a big coincidence, the fact that Summer was born the same year Carly Trent went missing. Now, in my opinion, this is allegedly, I don't think Carly Trent would have been found had it not been for the fact that the U.S. Marshals showed up in town to find her. If they had not gotten involved with the Carly Trent case, I do not believe that child would have been brought out of wherever she was being hidden. And just like with the Summerwells case, there are so many different stories being told. So many. And yes, I know Carly Trent's an old case. But you have to look at like when they do lie detector tests, they do a baseline to see what the truth is. And then they go on to ask you questions to see how you answer and what your reactions are. Well, do the same with these two cases. In the Carly Trent case, Ronnie Lawson was out there. Oh, yeah, we need people to search their own properties. We need people to help search. They had the whole town and surrounding towns looking for this child, literally out on foot searching for this child. They were handing out maps for them to look. Hang on one second. They were even asking the media for help. Now, with the Summerwells case, no, nobody's allowed to look. No help is allowed to come in. No out-of-town help can come in. No volunteer professional services are allowed to come in and look. To me, that's a little strange. When just 5 years earlier, they had everybody involved, including other counties. But, and in the video that I did yesterday, if you'll think, okay, it says that the mountainous terrain where she was found, it couldn't be gotten to unless you were on a four-wheeler ATV. But yet in the same clip, it says that the conversion van that he was driving was found behind that same hill that they're showing that they came off the ATVs on. How does that happen? They also say that she was found in a wooded area in a cabin But if in the news clip, I don't know if I included it, but in the news clip, they say that she was found walking around in the woods carrying a teddy bear by herself. They say that there was two men up there, Donnie Lawson and Stuart Franklin, who found her. In one news clip, it says Stuart Franklin held the gun on Gary Simpson and held him while Donnie Lawson went and called 911. In the other news clip, it says Roger Carpenter holds him at gunpoint while Donnie Lawson goes and calls 911. And then they say there's 4 men that's involved in saving her life. They say that the child was checked out at the hospital by doctors and she was completely fine. Gary Simpson actually went to court literally on the charges of aggravated kidnapping and custodial interference. That's why in court he only says, I do not understand the kidnapping charges. That man did not enter that courtroom with SA charges against him. Yet when he left that courtroom, he went into prison for 25 years for SAing that child. The discrepancies in that case makes you wonder about all the discrepancies in the summerwells case. I think that, like I said, if the U.S. Marshals had not been brought in, Carly Trent would not have been brought back out into the public. Whoever was holding her, whoever took her and put her wherever she was at, would not have brought her back out if it had not been for the U.S. Marshals coming into town. Because as soon as they came into town and got involved in this case, Carly Trent was found. With summerwells, U.S. Marshals were never brought in. And guess what? We're sitting 15 months down the road and she's not been found. Does anybody want to come up on panel? Does anybody have anything they would like to add to this, or discrepancies they've seen in the cases or in the summerwells case that we've overlooked? I think she was around, she was 9 years old when she got gone, and she was disappeared on May 2nd, which was a Wednesday, and she was found 8 days later. I believe it was, no, not May 2nd. It was May 4th. And she was recovered on May 12th, I believe it was. Right. Ronnie Lawson will not accept any help. But sure enough, in the Carly Trent case, he sure did. I just think if you use Carly Trent's disappearance as a baseline, this is how Hawkins County reacted 5 years prior to Summer going missing. What changed so desperately or drastically in those 5 years that now nobody's allowed to look, nobody's allowed to ask questions, no media is involved, nothing. Something's not right there. Did by chance whatever happened with Carly Trent get fouled up so much where they had to bring her back out into the public that they learned this is the problem and they changed whatever happened with Summer? I mean, like if you try to rob a bank and, you set the alarm off. Well, the next time you go to rob the bank, to step over that little, red line that's going across the floor. Could that possibly, Johnny B Live is hiring a private detective to get information for Summer. He has recordings on his channel. Huh. Drop the link. Alrighty. Nano for Life is coming up folks. You guys really need to go and check out her channel. She's been doing lives in the last few days, and we actually had really a really good time yesterday. We had Stitches, Bitches, and True Crime up on panel with me and her. We had This and That was up on panel with us yesterday on Nano for Life's channel. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Hey,
Yes.
I am about 4 hours from that part of Utah.
Oh, you are?
I am. And I'm thinking of doing you a favor and maybe heading up there and seeing if I can get a face-to-face with her.
That would be awesome. But now try to keep in mind, this lady's got to be probably in her 80s, late 70s, early 80s. So, you know.
When I was in nursing, I did hospice and stuff like that. So I'm used to dealing with older folks. I get what you say. And but I think we need to get some clarification on some things. There's a lot of things that don't make sense right there.
Right. I mean, like the fact that whether she was up here. Okay, she says that she was up here the day after.
Mm-hmm.
And I understood that to be the day after they took Summer. On Wednesday. Uh-oh, you dropped out, hun. Let me post the link again. Wondering what I think about it. About Johnny B. He's a radio announcer in Texas. Anything that brings attention to Summer's case, I'm all for. Hello, nita'sworld. How are you, hon? What happened to you?
I don't know. I just kind of went away for a while.
Oh, okay.
This YouTube stuff, I'm still kind of new to it.
All right. If anybody else would like to pop up here, you're more than welcome to, guys. nita'sworld, Corey, anybody, it don't matter.
I would really like for people to submit some questions that they would like me to ask if I can get a hold of her and go up there. Because I'd really like to go within the next week or so, I think, if I can get a hold of her.
Okay. nita'sworld said Clyda Trent was saying she was in Tennessee the day after the boys were taken. No, she was saying she was in town the day after Summer was taken. But then she says no, that it was that they actually supposedly the day they were taking the boys, she calls and she's wanting to come for a visit to Dawn and Candace. And she goes, well, I'm going to come up on Wednesday. And he says, no, CPS is supposed to be coming at 6:30 on Wednesday. He said, or she goes, oh, well, then never mind. I'll come on Thursday. And he's like, no, I've got something to do on Thursday. Please come on Wednesday. And supposedly they found out that they didn't have any foster homes available, any place for the boys to stay. And they asked her to take the children and let the children stay with her in Church Hill.
You know, that actually answers some questions on why the boys weren't taken before. I always wondered why they waited, and it is a feasible thing that they didn't have a place to put them.
Well, that's true. I mean, and from what we understand, I do not know. This is alleged. I have not a clue where those babies are at.
Right.
But allegedly, they were placed away from Rogersville.
Yes.
Away from Rogersville. And that would make sense if they didn't have any places close by for them to stay in. They would find foster homes outside the area.
Right. Because you remember when Candace and Dawn were griping about having to go see the kids and having to drive an hour and a half.
Right.
I think that's the best thing they did for those kids. get them out away from this area so they don't have to deal with it like they
Right.
would if they were here. There.
Carrie, yes, if he's planning on hiring a private eye, I think that's wonderful. If he's planning on hiring a lawyer, that would be even better. If anybody who has the money to do that kind of stuff, that is absolutely a wonderful idea.
We've
I
got
mean,
to find some answers, you know.
yes.
This is
Like I said, Nita's World, if you would like to come up, I've got a couple of questions I'd love to ask you. You mean, we talked that one day about talking, so I would love to talk to you if you want to come up.
I'd like to meet her. I've never met her. I
Yeah.
know she's very committed to summer, and that's admirable.
Nana, could be possible that the Amish community be hiding Summer, and maybe Rose is there too, so she can keep her safe. We all know that the Amish do not let people photograph. That's true. And if you think about, I mean, anything's possible, honey. I do not think that Rose would have left without her children willingly. I do not. But Johnny is talking to the Wells PI.
Mhm.
But if you will think back, Karen, I don't know if you guys know about the Skeleton Boys or Skeleton Brothers case. It's 11 years, 12 years old now. They've been missing. They disappeared just like Summer. No trace, no nothing. And it's been 12 years. The only difference is their father said, he told the cops that he gave the children to this underground community that take children and keep them safe, and that they're raised in an Amish community. Now, the person that was doing the interview, the Channel 4 News for wherever it was, I think it's up in Wisconsin, wherever they're from, they went to the Amish community and they talked with some of the Amish people, and they say that no, that would never happen. But of course, they're not going to admit to it if they did do stuff like that.
Right. Do you remember that one case where the lady took her son and they went to all those amusement parks and stuff like that? And I don't know if she unalived herself and the son wasn't there and she wrote a note, but he was just gone. And she said, I gave him to people and you'll never find him. Do you remember that one?
No, I don't.
That was, it's fairly new. It's within the last 5 or 6 years, maybe the last 10 years. I don't know.
Yeah. Shamir, I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm probably not, so forgive me. It's Michigan where the Skeleton Boys are missing from.
Well, it's just kind of like Classic and Sincere. We still don't know where they are.
That's true. Or little Joe Clyde Daniels.
Or little Michael Vaughn. Or there's so many.
Well, I say Joe Clyde Daniels because his parents are actually in prison for his demise.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. They actually, Tennessee did. And as a matter of fact, his dad was on trial in June of 2021 when the summer stuff all started. And then the mom signed a plea agreement this past February.
Uh-huh.
She accepted, I believe, 16 years. She was looking at 40 and accepted 16 for whatever reason.
You know, I'm really tired of them pleading these people down.
Oh, you're kidding me. Look at Sharpie Jr.
I know. That man should be buried under the jail. That is the most disgusting thing.
And let me ask you all, in case I heard wrong, okay, because I may have heard it wrong, but I heard that they got him for 5 counts of actually messing with children, and then 50 counts of the pictures.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
When did we never heard anything about him actually touching a child until he was sentenced? How can they plead him down to 6 years for messing with 5 children and then take away all those other pictures and only get him on 50 counts on 50 pictures?
I know.
And it makes you wonder, are they going to plead Dawn and Candace out.
You know,
Y'all
I
do,
don't
y'all
put.
do realize that the grand jury meets again this coming next in October. I think it's wait a minute. Hold up. February, April, June, August. Yeah, October.
But there's a problem with that because I did some research on Tennessee on no body cases.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as there's a possibility that she wandered off, because there can be no other possibility but that she's unalive before they can file a no body case.
I understand what you're saying, Nana for life, but check into the Joe Daniels case
Okay.
because his parents are sitting in jail and there's no body. There is no evidence that anything was ever done to him.
Wow.
Except for what a 3-year-old said. And then his dad went in when he was questioned. He finally said, "Oh, yeah, I got so mad and I hit him." Then he took it back. And then he said it again. Then he took it back. That's all they've got.
Wow. They got more than that in the Summerwells case.
And both his parents are sitting in jail. But yet they still never found Joe Clyde. So I'm not sure about the whatever it was that you found and read about the no body thing in Tennessee.
Yeah, it was on either the FBI site or it was a law site that I went on. I don't remember. One thing I want to say, if you have any kind of questions that you would like me to ask Clyda, please submit them to Nana so I can have them when I go. I want to make sure and ask her anything you guys want to know.
Hello, Nita. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing? How's everybody today?
We're good. We're good. Now,
Hi, Nita.
Go ahead.
Hey, nice to meet you.
You too, hon.
Nita, I'm dying to know. That badge.
Okay.
First of all, was it there when they got there and started the search, or was it something that somebody may have dropped after they were searching?
Okay. The badge. I don't want to reveal the person because I don't want to put them in an awkward position. I like them.
That's fine.
They went, there was an adjacent property that was for sale to the Wells property. This person went to quote unquote with the realtor view that property.
Okay.
They sent me emails and text and pictures. The pictures they sent me was inside the building before it was remodeled and repainted and everything. The gray building with white trim. The one with the stove, the wood stove in it.
Right.
And they said they found the badge laying on the ground in front of the stove. All the pictures they sent, the badge is nowhere seen. The picture they sent me of the badge is on a tapestry that when I visited their home in Tennessee was hanging in their extra bedroom / office covering the window. So my question to them, the whole reason I didn't put it out or nothing, is because my question was, why was that the only item that wasn't just shown where it was at when you saw it?
Right.
And why would you remove it and have it at your home to take a picture of it? Because if it was evidence you found, you called and reported and had the police come and they would have taken it into evidence and you wouldn't still be in possession of it.
Right.
That was my whole reasoning and why I didn't put it out and I didn't talk about it that much, because I especially given, and I'll tell you privately, like in an email, if we can contact, I'll tell you privately what their position is. But themselves and their family are in a law enforcement adjacent position.
Right.
They would know better than to remove evidence.
Okay, but still, did they say they found that before?
This was after searching. This was in October. I think October the 9th or the 10th was the date they went to view the property.
Okay. So Pam, from my understand, Pam, his ex-wife, is the one that holds the deed to that piece of property. So is she selling that piece of property?
I do not know. And I had no contact with her. This was the person that allegedly found the badge and claimed that and was looking at the property, said that the property is it's owned by the company it's a company that's selling it. I don't, in other words, I know when we had a large property that we had inherited, it was like 17 and a half acres, and multiple family members were on that property. We all signed a paper giving the real estate agent the right to represent us. So technically, when somebody ran the records to see who owned the property while it was up for sale, it actually came back showing that that agency was the owner of record.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
So that would make sense. Yeah.
And that's what was showing, even on the paperwork that they were showing them when they went and viewed the property and everything else, it was showing that real estate agent. And see, Pam had said she lived in that lower shed. You know, that was a claim that was made early on, that at one time that she did live on Ben Hill in that lower shed.
Right.
But she's, with her record, even currently, you know, within the recent year, I have a hard time authenticating what she says.
I don't know. I don't know that she will answer me, but I can ask Margie, her daughter, hers and Dawn's daughter. She's friends with me on Facebook, so I can ask her. I don't, like I said, I'm not sure she will answer me, but I'll see what I can get. From my understanding, her and Dawn, Pam and Dawn, did not get their divorce until 2015.
Right.
And that's when she got the deed to that piece of property.
Yep. That's what I've understood all along. A lot of people were saying it was in the 80s, and I was like, nope. No, it was not.
It was 2015, right before Summer was born, and then that's when Dawn and Candace were finally able to get married.
Yep. And there's a civil record in Tennessee. I believe it shows up in Sullivan County's court records. A civil case that shows up in 2015 between Dawn and Pam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it says Donald Wells and Pamela Wells. It came up when I was searching. I believe it was Sullivan County court records digitally. Because I searched them just generally when I was searching the Jody Sue and Andy B and found their 2009 charges and acquittals and convictions.
Right. Huh. Well, I will make sure. I don't know. Remain calm. Do you have my email address? Can you drop it in chat for Nita's World?
Nita, I have a question.
Absolutely.
What is your opinion on the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department?
As far as,
are they dirty? Are they doing their job?
First off, Nita's World, are you from this area?
I am. I live in North Carolina.
Okay.
It takes an hour and 48 minutes from my driveway to 110 Ben Hill.
Okay.
And I have been to that area 5 separate occasions since Summer went missing.
Okay.
Yeah, I've watched you on your trips.
And yeah, it's, how do I say this? It looks, in my personal opinion, I'm going to say it specifically that way. In my personal opinion, it to me looks as, at the very minimal with this case, that Hawkins County may be in over their heads and not willing to admit it, that they need help.
Right.
And they've gotten so, you ever get so far into the deep end that you can't even reach the life raft to save yourself. And
Right.
it's like, at that point, I'm kind of holding my breath, waiting on the 1 year mark for the boys being removed and that court case happening.
Yeah, that's
And
going to be interesting.
That's what Don B says. It's going to be the 1 year mark when they're going to finally go to court. Hattie's Church, you're more than welcome to take that link if you want to, honey.
just based on
Okay.
things I know previously, I feel like kind of, well, Don B and I are in agreement. Those lawyers, those attorneys that are present for that case, when that case is finally adjudicated and whatever the judge decides, when that final, gavel hits down and that order signed final, the gag order's lifted. The attorneys will no longer be advising nor representing those parties. So they'll either have to get other attorneys or refuse to speak to officers or speak to officers. In other words, they won't have that to fall back on as well. There's a gag order. I can't talk.
Right. Yeah, I think we're all kind of holding our breath for that year mark,
Okay. I wonder why there's not been some kind of arrest at this point.
I don't either, but it's awful interesting that the grand jury will be meeting right before that 1 year mark pops up.
Yes, ma'am. Again. They're just now where they met, and it was April the 11th. I remember because that's my birthday. To me, it's awful interesting that just in the past week or so, we're seeing articles coming out in the paper talking about this warrant was served from a sealed grand jury indictment. So the ones that happened in April are just now coming out.
Right. Well, it's because they're just now finding the people. They're just now locating them. And because they can't put the names out,
exactly.
as indicted, because then they would run or they would
exactly.
hide.
Plus, they're very limited on staff.
And that's another thing. I made a video, an open letter to Ronnie Lawson in Hawkins County, and it wasn't anything rude nor disrespectful. It was just saying, hey, you're out of funds and money. You've made, we've seen this on the news. We've seen this in multiple county commission and other meetings that are public on the Hawkins County YouTube page, where you are, losing officers like an oozing cut right now. Mm-hmm. And you're out of money and broke, even though you got COVID relief funds, even though you got the opiate funds from that class action settlement and the baby doe funds. But then you chose to send those monies to Carter County instead of keeping them in that county to build something and use and make more money off of it, make your money become more money. And you don't have staff. Why would you not invite the FBI in? And I found other articles for other cases that occurred, not just missing persons, but just general cases, where Ronnie himself made a statement that he made phone calls and invited in the FBI to assist through contacts that he had. So he knows how to do it, and he knows he can.
Right.
Okay, I have a question because I saw this the other day on a video. I can't remember who did it, but they were running down what Leslie Earhart has said and stuff like that. And they asked if the FBI was involved. And she said, yes, the FBI has been involved from the beginning. Now, see, that's what I've always thought, is that the FBI is kind of quiet and working behind the
Yeah.
scenes on some things.
The card team came in the 6th day, and they have remained since. But they
Right.
cannot take over nor head the investigation, nor lead it or steer it, unless they are asked to do so by
Right.
the agency in control.
If their assistance is needed, they are
Yep.
there. But
Exactly.
they have to be asked. And if they're not asked, then they can't input. I mean, I'm sure they could, whisper in somebody's ear or something, but
Yes.
they cannot take out, like Nita said, they can't take over the case. So
Right.
Exactly.
yeah, they're involved. They're there if needed, but unless Ronnie Lawson says, "Hey, you're needed,"
Right.
they
Kind
have
of like having an extra car sitting in your driveway. Unless you get in it and crank it up, it's not going nowhere.
Yeah, the reason I'm really convinced that the FBI is more involved, and this is just in my opinion, is because of the federal charges against that officer when he got arrested in Knoxville for trying to purchase a child. And, I really think that the FBI is looking into Hawkins County, period.
I'm sure they are.
They may very well be, hon. Nita, have you seen the thing about the and Hattie, I'm not talking about the 55-gallon drums that you're talking about. There's another YouTuber out there, small channel, I guess. And the name of the video is My New Friend or something like that.
Yep.
Where you've seen that video, right?
Mm-hmm. I actually featured part of it and did commentary the other night.
So what I didn't I hardly watch any YouTube anymore, honey, especially this past week. I've had a real hard time of it.
Bless your heart.
What is your opinion about that? Do you think maybe because we've all, said they need to check the septics, they need to, well, if they were actually using the 55-gallon drums as septic receptacles, then could they not have just dropped the body in that and then those be hauled off?
I mean, that's possible. I honestly don't want to let my mind go there.
I don't either.
And I know it's a fine line and really difficult. Every time I can't help it when I see Summer, I see my grandbaby, and
Right.
And it's hard. That's hard, but I know it's possible. I know even Hattie in your chat has said what many locals have told me that, and it's common here where I live too. We have those large metal barrels. Cut them open, you can make them a grill. We burn trash out of them because a lot of people here just in the past, 12 to 24 months are just now getting garbage pickup. Normally we have to and we do still load the car up and drive probably 15 minutes to the trash dump. And
Exactly.
that, to avoid that, you burn what you can.
Right. You burn the paper trash and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly.
Right. And they did use, I think it's called a cistern type of water treatment. Yeah. A lot of people are confused on that. They may have had city and county services available, but for water, they used what's called I have a terrible cistern. I think I have a terrible time pronouncing it. Water filtration system that kind of recycles the rainwater, and a lot of bleach and chlorine is used in it.
Hang on one second, guys. Hello, Miss Celeste. I love you. Guys, meet my granddaughter. This is Ethan's little sister.
Oh, hi, Celeste. You have an awesome Nana.
Yeah, you better correct it. My grandkids tell you real quick. It's Nana.
She is amazing. She's one of my favorite creators in all of YouTube. You should be very proud of her.
Oh. She says hi and thank you to all of you.
Oh.
Nita,
grandbabies is something different, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Nita, will you do me a favor?
Yes, ma'am.
You know this case so well. I would like you to write down some questions that you would like if I can go and get a hold of her.
Y'all don't want my questions for Miss Clyda, honey.
Honey, I'm liable to ask anything.
My first one is, why is your name all over so many deeds? What is your family's real connection to Hawkins County, since her late husband was heavily involved in the LDS Church in Hawkins and Sullivan counties?
There you go. Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can probably write those questions down.
I got my information also. It's called a publication, Nana, called the Maryland Surveyor. It's a publication for surveyors
Really?
that's put out. Yes, he was Miss Trent's husband. His name is Ruel, Reul, but he went by R. Stanley Trent. They met at Brigham Young University. And they were married in California at, I believe it's called the High Temple. I'll have to look to get the exact name. I believe they had 11 children altogether.
Wow.
He invented something called, it's SMI, and it's Surveyors Module Inc. And they came up with a way to use the tools that surveyors use, the digital tools, that was patented, and the company is defunct. But all surveyors, no matter where you are in the U.S., if your surveyor is using digital equipment, they are still applying the principles that R. Stanley Trent came up with to use those.
Oh, wow.
And if you don't hear money when I'm talking, you should.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that you should.
Hang on one second. Nano for Life, just so you know, that Celeste is one of my grandbabies I was talking about the song.
I figured it was.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Nita, have you heard about our song?
No, I would love to hear about it. If it's involving the babies, I definitely want to hear about it.
Well, this is called Summer Song.
Oh, y'all gonna make me cry.
And we rewrote a song and put... Nana, can you play the little piece of it that we've got, the first clip?
Yeah, guys, please. I hate doing this because I don't want the lady that's singing. I mean, she wanted the final cut, but I'm excited about the song, so I have to play it. And I think she sounds good. There's background noise and stuff, so try to overlook all that. This is just a rough draft, and she's got to turn up the instruments in the song also. But this is a rough draft. Hang on. If I can get it to play. Okay.
Spend all my time hoping for a second chance, for a day that could make it okay. They all had their reasons. I was not good enough. I would cry at the end of the day. I need more compassion. Please, someone care for me. Beauty is not what I've seen. Let me be happy. Oh, careless and free. Now find peace with new life. In the arms of the angels, far away from that hill, from the dark, cold, old home place, and the endless nights that relived. I was pulled from the wreckage of the hill, on that hill. I'm in the arms of the angels, sweet comfort here.
Okay, guys. So, what do you
Oh,
think?
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm trying not to cry. It's beautiful.
We are going to put this song and any other songs that come out, and along with the letters that everybody's writing to either Summer or her boys, and we're going to make it, if Summer comes back, we're going to give it to her.
Oh,
But if she doesn't, we're going to give it to the boys, so the boys know
yeah,
how much love was out here for them.
absolutely. Absolutely. Because I think a lot of times that in everything with Summer's case that we, and I say we because I'm not excluding myself, I think we forget about those 3 boys that are
Yeah.
still here. And not that Summer's gone, but she's not physically present to have to deal with certain things. And, you know, if a lot of what I have been told, you know, on my trips to Tennessee, if even a portion of it's true and things we've heard, you know, they're going to need a lot of help and support and prayer ongoing, you know, because
You know,
obviously they've been through a lot, no
You know
matter
what,
how you view it.
you know what
You
I
know?
just thought of? If we were to compile all the letters or songs, whatever that may come out, we as a community cannot set up a trust fund for the boys. The boys are not going to get anything out of all this misery and nightmare.
Yeah.
But if we could compile that and get donations of people's time, producers, whatever, get a something produced with those songs and stuff on it and sell it. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, guys. Sell it and let the boys get the proceeds for it.
I'm still, call me crazy and an optimist, but I'm still hopeful since people want to take the reward fund to court and everything. I'm still hopeful that maybe, you know, they'll say that it'll be held until the boys, you know, are turned 18, and then at that time, if Summer is here, Summer and the boys get that and distribute between them equally.
Right.
I agree.
I think that would be an answer to prayers. You know, but I also know, unfortunately, from what I understand, when you run a campaign to crowdsource funding, you have to follow to the letter, dotting the I's, crossing the T's. If you say, I'm going to jump on one leg and deposit this in these people's account, then you pretty much have to jump on one leg and deposit it or return the money.
Right.
And that's good because that, you know, that's where you get into misappropriation of funds and collecting funds under false pretense. And you know, that's not a good area to go to. But I pray that the court will intervene and say, in the, you know, hopefully they have that authority, and they will. That would be the most awesome outcome ever.
Corey, you're fine, honey. You take as long a break as you need, sweetheart.
Miss Nana, did you, or let me say it right, Miss Nana, and let me just say it is a slip, but my nanny is who raised me, so that's where it comes from. So it actually is good. You know, it's not being mean. It's
no,
it's actually a term of endearment. You know,
that's fine, honey. Like John Davis, he calls me Nana all the time.
I love him and Brandy.
I do too, and I told him that's fine because you guys have actually gotten me in the habit when I refer to myself, I'll say Nana for some reason.
It's cool. I'm Nene, so I feel you.
One
But
thing I would like for this is creators, subs, everybody. If you have a message for those boys or for summer, send it. We can put that and compile it on that.
Yes.
And the
Stitching, of
reason we're
course.
doing this is because we felt so helpless. We felt we couldn't do anything for summer.
yeah,
This is a small thing we can do that makes us feel a little better about ourselves, a little better about the whole situation.
that was the whole idea of the original vigil that we came up with back in October.
Right.
It was the whole thing was, if you couldn't go there, we could digitally, the same YouTube way we meet and any other time, meet, and everybody in unison at the same time with the countdown, light a candle and celebrate. Those that could, came to the horse pond, as it's been lovingly called, just to get together and be able to express, one, how we felt, how our worry, our pain at knowing that there was a little 5-year-old girl, because she was still 5 at the time, out there in this world with nobody to protect her.
Right.
And that so many adults around her had failed her.
Every
That we
adult
just-
around her failed her.
Yes, ma'am. That we just wanted to send the message out there. You are loved. There are people all over the world that care. If you are out there somewhere, reach out, whatever small way it is, everywhere around the world. We're showing you, we're watching, we're looking, we're not going away. We're not going to give up. We're
That's
not
right.
going to let your case get swept under the rug. And it's not about anything but for me, it's a mother, grandmother gut feeling that if
Percy,
we
thank
shut
you.
up and walk away, that's exactly what will happen. It'll die out. I mean, at this point, we got Candace over here, who knows where. You got Grandma states away. Don's in jail. If he doesn't get took by Utah, do you really think he's going back to 110 to live?
Right. No, I
Or
don't.
is he just going to disappear
I think they're going to try to disappear.
like they have before? Like when the situation happened with the eldest Candace, Miss Flood, who is a hero that is unsung because she chooses to be. But that young lady is a hero.
Yeah. Hang on one second. Kathy, I don't understand your question. What things? Are you talking about songs or letters or whatever? If that's what you're speaking of, you can send it to my email. I've got a folder that I'm keeping everything in.
I've got your email as well. I copied it when she posted it in the chat. I'm on my cell phone because my Wi-Fi is down. So I'm using data, and it's probably going to put me on 2G here in a little bit, so I don't want to mess up. But I'm going to email you.
Okay.
And I've been working on a video. I'm just learning to edit. So it's my first one of pictures and video of summer. So get that done. I may just forward that to you to maybe put with like
Please.
some of the music and stuff. Because
Yeah.
I've got an unbelievable amount of pictures. A lot of them do include the boys. And I was going to put it out as like a tribute, non-monetized tribute video, like I
Right.
did for the vigil. But if you ladies would be interested in using it for that, I will send it to y'all.
Absolutely. Just anybody, if you send letters
Okay.
or anything to do with this little thing that we're doing, just at the top of it in the subject line or something, put letters to Summer, even if it's to the boys.
Gotcha.
You can just put letters to Summer. That way I know that's the category it needs to go in. because I mean I save all my email, every email I get, I save it. But the letters and stuff for summer, I take and copy that part and put it in another folder. And but I mean I still hang on to the email, but I just copy that out of it so that I
And
have it
Nita,
in one place.
Nita, I'll tell you, you've got a great idea that just hit me. The creators, I'd like to talk to you. Let's compile your favorite things this summer, and the boys, and send it to Nana, because you know what? The more we have,
Gotcha.
the more love we show those boys. We've got to do something, and if this is what we can do, if this is what we can do for summer, this is what we got to do.
Right.
I do have some more obscure photos that I haven't really seen out there, and a lot of them are really cute and adorable, and I would love to see, be able to be included. So I'll get that together and email it to you sometime this afternoon, because it's quite a number of stuff. So give me a
Okay.
moment to get it together and sort through.
And I do want to put out there, guys, anything that you all send me, unless you tell me that I can put it out there, I will not. I do not share anything unless, like the letters that come in, I only put those in videos if the person says yes, go ahead and put it out there now. If not, I save it. That's what I've been doing. Hello, Emma. Hello, Alicia. How are you guys? Karen says, I don't think DW and CW thought summer would go worldwide. I don't even know summer, but I would have taken that child in a heartbeat. We adopted a child 14 years ago, and he is a young man now. Oh, that's awesome.
That
And I
is.
think so many of us have been touched that way by Summer's case. You know, it hits home with a lot of us, and it brings out that mother instinct, because I think that's one of the things pretty much all of us, especially females, I think it hit us home and drew us to this case because we saw children
Yes.
that weren't getting that nurturing. It was an instinct. It's one of those things that you can't explain.
Emma, you can come up if you would like, honey. I dropped the link for you.
Nita,
And
I have
I'll-
another question.
Okay. All right. And then I'm going to get off of here, guys, and go see what little man's doing. He's
Okay.
awful quiet. He's
Do
awful
you-
quiet.
Do you feel okay? Can you ever give up on summer on this case? Do you feel like it's
No.
just not your it? You can't.
I made a promise. I made a promise to my sunshines. I made a promise to myself and a promise to Summer that until she received justice in one way or another, however it has to come. And when I mean that, I'm saying by being found and not necessarily returning to the home she knew, but
Right.
being found and reunited with loved ones, or being found and given the proper respects that are necessary, and that should be afforded. Either way, until one of those occurs, I'm gonna be mentioning Summer's name every day, no matter who I talk about, no matter what cases I cover, whether I talk about the Supreme Court and the abortion ban, or I'm talking about a car race, or whatever. I will be speaking on Summer's case every day.
Stitching,
that
I
I put
dropped
out.
the link for you a while ago, honey. Yes, of course you can come up. I just dropped it for you again. Nita, before you leave, real quick, I've
Yes,
got
ma'am.
something I wanted to. I don't know how many creators out there got this email, but I received an email from one of my subscribers. So I know it's not anything trolling, and I did go check out the YouTube channel and stuff last night. Do you all know that there is a game app called Crime Door, and it takes missing persons cases and old murder cases and puts it in game form, 3D game form, so that the average person out here can go into the crime scene itself and try to help solve these cases.
Oh, I
They
thought you meant like some kind of shooter game. No.
No. This is to help. This is a detective game. And
Okay.
they are developing one on Summer.
Oh. Crime door. Okay.
Yes,
I'm going to
crime
write that down.
And they are asking, from what I understand through the email, they are asking certain creators to give their input so they have accurate information about what happened, like the day she went missing and who different people are and all that. And a lot of people think that's a horrible idea. Again, there's a lot of people that think that's a great tool to help law enforcement try to solve some of these older cases. And whether we want to face it or not, guys, Summer's case is turning into a cold case. A cold case means it's been active for more than a year with no new information or evidence. Is a cold case.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes. I mean, that's a factual definition. How do I say this? At first, I thought you were saying it was just a game, like an app. You downloaded a game and you picked which missing person or, victim, and you acted out their crime or something like in a game format. I was like, oh God, no. But
no, the way that I understood it through the videos last night, you go in and I think you but you're seeing the area like the cops do when they walk into the crime scene. Like with the Delphi girls, the Delphi murders are already on this game app.
See, I think I got that email, but I thought it was spam. So I'm gonna have to go back and look in my email now because I wrote it off as spam.
It's not spam.
Okay.
These are people. These are executive producers that have made movies and stuff out of Hollywood. That the wife actually created the app, and then the husband came in later on to help work on it. And now this is their main business.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I think if it's presented in a professional type manner, if it's not presented as a game, as something that's like a game and treated that way, if it's treated professionally and gives the ability for maybe to trigger something in somebody that saw something that didn't even realize they saw something, I think it's a great tool. I think it can't hurt.
One of the Delphi girls, I don't remember which one, but her sister is one of the spokespeople for this game.
Okay. I mean, to me, if a case is considered cold, especially more than 5 years, they've obviously exhausted everything possible. Why not?
Exactly. And I seen a picture of Lena Keel during this advertisement for this game also. So I know they're doing cold cases plus the more recent cases. Because like I said, I seen a picture of Lena Keel. So Stitching, where you go? Sorry.
Might have lost signal. Okay, I'm gonna sign off, you guys. Thank you so
Nita,
much. I really appreciate it.
Hey, and if you'll ask your sunshines to write a letter, that would sure be amazing. Thank you.
I will, and if it's okay with you, Nana, for me to put your email in the chat when I do my next live,
Honey,
to let them know where to send it.
Absolutely, that's a wonderful idea.
Okay, awesome, and I will get that email together for you as well. Thank you all for having me. It was a pleasure, and I'll be watching. I do watch. Bye,
guys. I love yours too. So,
well, you guys are more than welcome. Everybody don't have to think alike. That's what brings up new ideas and new information. Is people with different thoughts, different viewpoints, speaking with each other, but listening to each other at the same time.
Yes,
you got to be willing to hear.
That's very important, is for people to be able to hear, not just talk.
Absolutely. Thank y'all so much. Peace, love, and light.
God bless.
Yes. Well, that was awesome.
Stitching, can you jump back up or did you lose signal, sweetheart? Dr. Debo, thank you, sweetheart. That's awesome. A new member. Thank you.
Yay.
Genevieve, would you like to come up? And I hope you're not upset with us.
Oh, I'd love to talk to Genevieve.
Would you like to come up, sweetie? Please don't be upset with us. I'm dropping the link. Stitching, if you're out there, honey, please come on back up. Hello, country Christian.
She's got a station too, doesn't she?
Country Christian, I'm not positive. I think so. It's hard to keep everybody straight, honey.
It is.
So many names that are so close together.
Mm-hmm. I was looking at the channels I'm subscribed to, and there's 358 of them.
Whoa.
I know, right?
Jen. Hello, Jen.
Hey, sweetie.
Good morning. Why in the world would I be upset with all of you? Good grief.
Well, Lana. Lana, sorry. But
That's
Nana,
all right. That's all right, hon.
You tell her why she should be upset with us.
What'd you do?
We played the first release of the song.
Oh my goodness, that ain't even perfected. That was just me just playing around with it.
Everybody's talking about how pretty your voice was. So
yeah.
Oh well,
we
thank
got a
y'all.
great response for it. In fact, because of playing that song, a lot of things happened for Summer and her brothers.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I have been out of the loop for about the last 48 hours. I went live last night and did a 3-hour show.
Wow.
I never got a notification or I would have been there.
Well, what's happened talk about it. I've come in late. I'm cooking sausage and biscuits, trying to get some things done so I can get back in my office.
Well, we're just kind of talking about what we can do for Summer and the boys and getting the letters together and getting songs and pictures and everything. And then the case and, there you go.
Yes, stitching, bitching, and true crime. If she ever makes it back up here, she actually has a singer-songwriter friend of hers who has songs that are out public, and he has a producer or something to that effect. And she didn't know that we were working on that song, and she had asked him if he could do a song in tribute to Summer. So they're working on that too.
I have to say that was literally the same day, the same weekend, all of us had this idea.
Yep.
Well, I've actually last night I got the Dulcimer out and was trying to strum out the tune to that to try and put it to Dulcimer music.
I thought that was Dulcimer that you had it when you tried it the first time.
Oh, it had a Dulcimer in that instrumental, but it was mostly guitar.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I play around with the Appalachian lap Dulcimer.
Right. Well, I didn't know there was any other kind of Dulcimer.
Oh, you got a hammer Dulcimer, and then you got all kinds of variations of it. Yeah, there's Dulcimers they're a very unique instrument.
Well, I just know about the Dulcimers around here because, pretty much if you talk about a Dulcimer to most people, they don't even have a clue what it even is. So
you're going to hear background noise, so just bear with me. I don't want my sausage to burn.
Oh, you're fine. Are you cooking for all of us?
Right.
If you would like to join us and you can make the trip before my old man gets them gone, you are welcome to one.
Okay. Yes, Marianne, I know Dulce's case is a cold case, sweetheart. She has actually been listed. Where did I find her name? It was she is one, Dulce Maria Alves is one of the cases that the FBI has now put out there saying they need help to try and solve. There was 40 cases of past cold cases that they were asking for help for missing people, and it dates all the way back to, I believe, 1956. And Dulce was the last girl on the list. She was the last one added to that list. So, yes, I know she is definitely a cold case, but she is still in our hearts. And every time I talk about missing kids, I always mention Dulce.
Stitching is doing missing in Oklahoma. I saw a video on it. Y'all, she covered 3 counties, and there was like crazy amounts of people that are disappearing. That may be a good thing. Let's look around, look in our states, and see how many missing people there are.
Stitching, go ahead and take the link, sweetheart. I dropped it again.
Nana, that was one of the things that I think me and you were talking about, just to get an overall idea of how many children and missing individuals were missing out of certain areas of Tennessee alone.
Yes.
Right.
There's a lot of sources that you can go to. NamUs is one that I go to. Be careful with these sites, though, because they're not always updated.
Genevieve, do you mind? I mean, you don't have to, but just so that people understand where you're coming from, do you mind telling people what you do? Hey, sweetheart.
I'm more of in the line of work of supportive services. I'm an ordained minister, notary public in the state of Tennessee, open source investigations by accessing public information and compiling information that's been made on a public platform. I'm not a private investigator. I don't even want to be one. Then I take and work trafficking cases, corruption, issues of corruption, judicial corruption. I help people literally fight for custody of their kids, and I'm not a lawyer, but I fight for them in the manner of educating them and providing them with resources that can help keep them organized in custody battles and non-custodial interference, abductions, and things of that nature. I'm multifaceted with what I do, very multifaceted. When it comes to missing children, I've got resources that are very skilled, highly trained. Some of them are retired. Some of them are still active. It just depends on what I've got and present and what they can help me with in directing me to provide additional resources and support.
Okay. Stitching, so just so you don't drop off again before you say what you've got to say, go ahead, baby. Are you there? Hello? She is evidently having problems with her connection, guys.
Genevieve, I've got a question for you.
Go ahead, darling.
With your background, I would like to know what you think of Summer's case and then Hawkins County handling of it.
My background is
because I heard your background just now.
Oh,
so I would like to know what in your professional opinion about Summer's case and about Hawkins County.
Well, first thing, in my opinion, there's way too much nepotistic observation. And what I mean by that is when you deal with something related to a missing child and you got everybody and his brother related to each other some way, form, or fashion, you absolutely need somebody else to look at certain things. And I think that this was absolutely handled out of character with the entire county and the surrounding area because of so much involvement with relations and relationships. In my own personal opinion, if it were my child missing, I would have made the initial report and said, hey, my kid's missing. I want my kid found. You better call in somebody else to help you. And they didn't do that. They should have called in. They should have called them in immediately, and not just TBI. They should have called in. They should have utilized larger resources than what they have. This should not have drug out this long.
I agree. So what is your opinion of what happened to Summer? What is your opinion about what happened to Summer?
Well, we've definitely got a baseline of information that where this child was in a questionable home environment.
Right.
And it's so sad that so many other children with the same similar background and home environments, when pleas for help are made and information is botched and there's not a quick enough response and investigations are hindered in trying to secure the safety of a child, or seemingly ignored, or there's not enough information there to support an effort in protecting a child, that it comes to a child missing.
Atlanta or Nana, Genevieve has her own theories that she has actually been working on. So it's sort of putting her in an odd position to ask her specifically what she thinks happened.
Okay, I get you.
That's why I said that. That's why I said it the way I said it. There was absolutely a questionable situation there, and
right.
And I mean, you can,
Sweetheart,
you can't
I'll
say.
tell you what. You and I need to talk privately.
Absolutely. Nana, give her my number.
I believe I did.
I do. I have your number.
Okay.
So y'all got to finish up the song anyways.
Yes.
Well, that was just a really rough trying to get it matched up with the tune. I was just playing around with it.
Well, I'll tell you, we got a wonderful response for it. It was awesome.
Well, I'm glad you
and I did.
Maybe we can get it cleaned up a little bit better.
I told everybody that it was a rough draft. It was the first version, and that you would be highly upset with me. But
I'm not highly upset.
But it is so beautiful, and I had to play it.
It is. It is. You were the person to sing that song.
Well, we need to finish that. We need to finish the entire thing and actually get it on a soundboard.
Yeah, I'm trying, honey. What I need to do is take like 2 days away from YouTube, and I have to get in a music mood. So I have to listen to all kinds of music and and then I can get into it. So I will be doing that in the next day or so.
And that's why I gave her your number, so that when she starts putting it all down, she can call you and you guys can collab together, and then let me know when you're done.
I don't think it's going to take long. God's got his hand in this, so I don't think it's going to take long.
Stitching, hurry, quick, say something. Hello?
Bless her heart.
Are you there?
Her internet is so spotty. The puppies are there.
Yeah, I started to say that. The puppies are talking. Stitching. Hello? We can't hear you, babe. Are you okay? Huh. Okay, well, we'll just leave you up, and when you can talk, just yell at us. Ryan Upchurch for sheriff in Hawkins County. Whoa.
No. Wow.
Well, y'all heard it.
Very...
Oh, come on, Genevieve. Anybody's got to be better than Ronnie Lawson.
Well, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. There's no truth there. I'm just saying, not Ryan. Bless his heart. He's a great person. He's a great personality. He's got his heart in the right place. Got to give him kudos on that one. But he would take it absolutely annihilate the county.
I think he would. He'd come in there with the National Guard and say, "We're done."
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't even want to go on the Ryan Up Church bandwagon right this second. I like him. I think he is an absolute wonderful comedian on YouTube. Whether he's trying to be or whether he's not, he always makes me laugh. And I like some of his music, not all of it, but I would prefer just to stay away from that big old whatever may be coming out of his last couple of videos.
Yeah, I don't listen to his music because it's more geared towards the younger generation, and I'm kind of old school. But I do like his heart.
Oh yeah,
I think
he's got a heart of gold, that's for sure.
Yes, he does. And I can see him wanting to help so much. And I think maybe when he gets a little bit of years behind him, he'll understand how to discern what situation he needs to be in.
Right.
I think he does well with what I think he does well with what he's got access to, and that's how we all get started.
Yeah.
Dr. Debo, thank you so much. Thank you. That is absolutely wonderful. Gas money, I started from beginning. If that's a current screen request.
I can't see that.
Well, thank you, Dr. Debo. It is very much appreciated. Thank you so much.
I'll tell you one of the people who has one of the biggest hearts in the summer case, and that is Nana. She'll give you the facts, but she has such love for everybody. When I was going to start my channel, she is the only creator who reached out to me and helped me. And y'all, she's a gem.
Thank you.
No problem.
You love Ryan Up Church. I love his heart. I swear I do. He's a really, really good guy. I think he's gotten a little upset. We all fall off the railings every now and then with our mouth runs faster than our brains do, or should I say our heart runs to the mouth and then it runs to the brain. And I think that might actually be what might be going on, but I don't put him down for what he's saying or what he's doing. I mean, everybody has their own hearts and minds and what they think is right. So,
well, a lot of artists have really deep hearts. They're really kind of an empathic type individual. They're very, and I think that's him. I think he wants to help everybody.
Right. Kuma just subscribed a while ago. She subscribed to Nana for Life, I believe it was her channel, and she said she just subscribed to you, Genevieve.
Oh,
thank you. Now, a lot of my content is more for educational purposes than anything.
Just in case you guys, I love this, so this is why I'm putting it out there. In case you guys do not know where that, and I am correct on that, right, Genevieve, about your name, right? Just checking one last time.
Yeah, that's correct. That's how it's spelled. It's separated, but it's spelled.
I meant where it come from.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know how many Trekkies that we have out here, but I am a Trekkie. I have been a Trekkie all my life.
Yes, ma'am.
Watch Star Trek. If you will watch, I believe it's one of the movies. I believe it is the Next Generation movie where it has, what's his name? William Shatner in it. Kirk, where it has Captain Kirk in it. And he meets his son for the first time. That's where the name Genevieve comes from, because it's the planet that Kirk's ex-wife is creating with her son. And I love that fact. So that's why.
That's part of it. And the other one is, when you break it down, Genevieve means woman of the people.
Oh, well.
There you go. Wow.
That well, new beginning, that new life, that kind of thing. That because they were creating a new world.
Right. And my logo is the tree of life.
Right.
That's wonderful.
My
I've
company
got a.
logo is the tree of life.
That's awesome. Awesome. I'm a Trekkie too.
Are you?
Mhm.
I am. My favorite Trekkie, my favorite show of it is Voyager. I love Voyager.
I've not watched Voyager, but I love the new one, Discovering. Oh,
Mhm.
I can't think. Discovery.
Yeah.
I've not got a chance to watch Strange New Worlds yet, though. I want to watch it.
Oh, my husband's all caught up on that. I'll tell you what, he hears Star Trek coming out and he's just like, we have to watch this many times.
Yes.
He's the one who, because of him, is why I'm a Trekkie.
My favorite Star Trek show of all time, though, has to be Star Trek. Oh, which one is it? What's the name of it? Enterprise. The one with David Beckham in it. Not David Beckham. What is his name? The one that played in. Lord, my mind is gone. I'm old, people. I can't think of anything. Quantum Leap. That guy.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can see his face.
Yeah, Scott Bakula.
Yeah,
Scott
there you go.
It's got him in it. That's my favorite Star Trek of all time. I love that show. I love the people that play in it.
My favorite movie would have to be Wrath of Khan.
Really?
Mine too. If I'm going to watch,
Yeah, I love Wrath of Khan.
Is the old movie or the new one?
The old one.
Oh, okay.
wasn't it the movie The Wrath of Khan where they pulled that creature out of that one guy's ear?
Yeah. Because they put those
Cool.
creatures in it to screw with it caused them immense pain.
Right.
When it would be, you know what? Maybe we need to find a couple of creatures like that for
That's the
questioning
direction I was
purposes.
going, and you jumped on it. Woo! Let's just find a couple of bot flies and create our own.
Helen, someone says Mary, Ryan's mom, just uploaded on him. I'm assuming she broke, bad mom on him. Is that what you're meaning?
Oh.
I don't know if Ryan's watching this or not. He can't give up.
Right,
Ryan
Voyager.
Hey, let me tell you something. He may have went off the tracks a little bit with the Callie Rodney case, but his thoughts and his mindset and the way he thinks would be perfect in the Summerwells case.
I know. I agree.
Well,
I'd love for him to sing a song for her.
Yes.
And I mean, we could put that as like the title song to it, So Ryan, if by chance you're out there listening, sweetheart, thank you for everything you've done. And would you please contact us if you would please do a song for our summer?
Yes, please. Dr. Debo, I would love to have you come up sometime if you would be interested. I do. My lives are on Thursday nights at 6:00 every Thursday night, Eastern Standard Time, or should I say East Tennessee time? No, but if you say East Tennessee time, then nobody can get it mixed up with any other time. Trust me.
Right.
Nope. I lived there for 20 years. I lived right down the split. On one side of the mountain, it was Central. On the other side of the mountain, it was Eastern. So we called it fast time. We did. You on slow time or fast time? Fast time.
Hello, sick and tired. How are you doing this morning, hon? I don't know. Anyways, getting back, Jen, what do you think about the Carly Trent case and the similarities or the discrepancies in both cases, or the fact that everybody was welcome to hunt for Carly but not for Summer, and the fact that and to the best of my knowledge, guys, until I find out otherwise, the fact that both their grandmothers were best friends.
Right.
Just be careful about how you feed relationships into crime scenes. That's
What do you
all I'm
mean?
asking, because you're always going to have that 6th degree of separation.
Right.
You're
I
always, it
need
doesn't matter what you're working on, you're always going to have that 6th degree of separation, especially in rural, remote areas where tragedies like these occur. Everybody's going to know everybody, and everybody's going to know something on somebody else.
Right.
Now, I've not done a deep dive on Carly Trent's case, but just looking at, just in my mind, when I see these cases, I see those little flyer, those little posters. And whenever you start laying out everybody that's missing in a certain area or has been reported missing in certain areas, and even if they've been found alive or deceased, even if they've been found, you're always going to find a connection with some kind of relationship or familial relation connecting every one of these in a general area.
Well, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is these are the two most publicized cases of children missing from Rogersville, right? Both girls.
To my
blonde-haired girls,
knowledge, there's a couple of more though. I've stumbled
Mhm.
across a few more.
Yeah.
highly
And
publicized.
well, I
Well,
wouldn't say they're highly publicized, and I'll tell you why they're not highly publicized in my theory, in my own personal opinion.
Okay.
Not every one of these children have. I'm going on that bandwagon with you, but not every one of these children. These are not just random children.
nope.
These are not just random children. These children have parental connections. These children have judicial case files, whether it be for a divorce in custody or a former CPS report. There's connections between every one of them. Now, no doing what I do. Please don't misunderstand me. I am across the fence when it comes to Child Protective Services, because Child Protective Services has the monies and the resources to keep families together and providing them with the guidance and direction that they should already have. But they're designed to keep families together, to make sure kids get what they need, to make sure parents are ethically and morally treating and providing for their kids for their best interest. But they're not doing this. There's a lot of them not doing this.
Right.
And not in each county has their own, and it don't matter what state you're in. Each county or territory has their own group of Department of Children's Services workers. But these children missing out of that area, I have found and I have heard, and there is documentation to prove that at some point in time or another, there has been a case file created on these children that are missing.
Right.
Do you remember Don said himself, this is bigger than anybody knows?
Yes, I
And
do.
people are waking up to how
Yes.
corrupt our systems are. It doesn't mean that everybody's bad. It doesn't mean that everybody's corrupt. But those saying holds true. You get one bad apple in the barrel, if you don't take it out, it's going to spoil the whole barrel.
That's right.
If you all haven't figured out, Genevieve is a Tennessean. She is very country, and she's more so than me. When something comes up, it comes out. So I hope y'all enjoy her frankness.
Well,
Honey, I respect that.
I'm very direct, and if I offend you, I'm the only thing I'm going to apologize in offending anyone is if you're offended by the truth. And sweethearts, it's on y'all.
Well, I'm not offended by the truth, and I enjoy listening to you, especially listening to you sing. You wouldn't do one song for us, would you?
You're really going to ask me to do that?
Please, a cappella too, because you sound so good on it. Please.
I can't sing.
You can too. We heard it earlier.
I don't know. I do a variety of stuff when I'm just goofing off.
Just
Give us
I
some
sound
Loretta
better when
Lynn.
I sound better when I'm drunk.
Well, you're not drunk.
I want to hear you do a little Loretta Lynn kind of thing. Do You Ain't Woman Enough.
Oh Lord, I don't know that whole song. I'll do a little excerpt for you. I guess I'll cave.
Okay, thank you.
See, hold on. Let me get my tune in my head. Well, you've been making your brags around town that you've been loving my man. But the man I love, when he picks up trash, he puts it in a garbage can. And that's what you look like to me. And what I see is a pity. You better move your feet if you don't want to eat a meal that's called Fish City. Oh, they doing that ain't even the right song. Hold on a minute. I don't know it.
Come to tell
Oh, I
me
see it.
something.
Thank you. You say I ought to know. Oh, help me out. You done got me going now.
That he don't love me anymore, and I'll have to let him go. You say you're gonna take him.
Oh, but I don't think you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Oh, women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You can buy them anywhere. For you to get to him, I'll have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. That one.
That
Yes.
one. Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know if any of y'all are country singers or country fans, but I am, and I love all the Loretta Lynn's and Patsy Cline and Tammy Wynette's and
There you go. Do a Patsy Cline. Do Patsy.
no, Tanya Tucker.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my
You
gosh.
what's that one she sang? About the girl finding out the girl and her daddy. Oh, what is it? Never mind, go ahead.
Are you
I'll
thinking
think of
about No Man's Land?
No, it's where the green eye, her eyes were Wilson green.
Oh,
hold on a minute. What's your mama's name, child?
There it is.
What's your mama's name? 20 some odd years ago, a young man came from Memphis. Oh my goodness, y'all got me all sidetracked now.
Asking about a little rose.
I'm liking having fun on a live stream. I mean, y'all just showing my 20 some odd years ago, a young man came from his
Asking about a rose that used to blossom in
the spring. Oh, I need the lyrics to this. I ain't done that.
All right. Do you know No Man's Land?
No, I know how it goes. I just know the chorus to it. Marley Marlowe was no man's land. People talked about no man's land. Yep. They all tried, but she denied them. And they smiled and saw their hands. But they couldn't go walking in no man's land.
Delta Dawn, Kuma says.
Yes.
Oh, my word. You are killing me without these lyrics. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? She's 41 and her daddy still calls her baby.
All the folks round Brownsville think she's crazy.
Come on. 'Cause she walks around town with a suitcase in her hand.
Looking for that mysterious dark-haired man.
Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And did I hear you say he wasn't meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Sorry, guys. It's too late.
No, I am enjoying this so much.
Coal miners, you got a request for coal miner's daughter, Loretta Lynn.
There we go.
Hold on a minute. I can't even get out of chat. I can't even mute. Hold on, let me think.
Well, I was born a coal.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, I was born a coal miner's daughter in a cabin on a hill in Butcher Holler. We were poor, but we had love. That's the one thing my daddy made sure of. He'd shovel coal to make a poor man's dollar. Well, in the winter time, we didn't have shoes to wear.
Summertime.
I'm sorry. In the winter time, we'd all get a brand new pair from a mail order catalog. Money raised from selling a hog. Help me out.
Oh.
Daddy always knew he'd find the money somewhere.
There you go.
Well, I'm proud to be a coal miner's daughter from a cabin on a... I don't know this anymore. I need lyrics. Give me lyrics. Give me lyrics.
I don't have them.
Lyrics. Rose Garden. Do you know that?
I know the song. I just don't know. I don't have the lyrics.
Let's see.
Okay, what's your favorite song? Oh, wait a minute. I got one for you to sing. Donwells' theme song. Sing that for me. That's the first one I ever heard you sing.
What was it?
Billy, whatever his name is. That you called your song. I made a video out of it.
What are you talking about?
The meth song.
Oh my gosh. Dust in a baggie.
Yes.
I can't do it all.
That's okay.
Well, I ain't slept in 7 days, I ain't eaten 3. This methamphetamine has got a damn good hold of me. Well, my tweaker friends have got me to the point of no return. I just took a lighter to the bulb and watched it burn. Well, this life of sin, well, it's got me in. Well, it's got me back in prison once again. Well, I used my only phone call to contact my daddy. Got 20 long years for some dust in a baggie.
See, that was the first song I ever heard you sing.
I love that.
See, you're getting all kinds of compliments in chat.
I can't even see chat. I'm just goofing off with y'all.
Well, we're having fun, and we had the serious talk, so it's not hurting anything for you to play around and sing. Oh, we got one. Jolene. Do you know Jolene?
Not without the lyrics.
Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't
take my man. Yeah, I don't know that without the lyrics.
Patsy Cline, Crazy.
Oh, that's hard to do.
I know.
Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so low. I need the lyrics, guys.
I'm crazy.
The lyrics of these songs y'all want.
Crazy for feeling so blue. I knew.
I see.
Okay.
I just turned it on, but it's dead.
How about Moon River? Dr. Debo wants to know.
I don't know Moon River.
Huh?
I don't know Moon River.
Okay. Blue Moon, Kentucky.
I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and made me blue. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue. It was on a moonlit night, stars shining bright. I whispered on high, true love said goodbye. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gone and left me blue.
Oh, that's awesome. Nano for life. The other
Yes.
Nano for life. The other one. Or Nana for life, not Nano for life. Makes me homesick for my mama and papa. I'll sing longs with all the family.
We used to have a lot of them old porch sessions.
Do you remember when families used to do that?
I
Just
remember every weekend we'd have jam sessions in my granny and papa's living room, went to bluegrass festivals and everything else.
Varsity, I would love to be able to give that to you, honey, but she says she don't know the words to Rose Garden.
I'll work on it for you, Rosie. Just remind me, Nana.
Okay. Real Rockin' Robin says she does sound similar to Janis Joplin.
Oh, my Lord. Busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train. I was feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down just before it rained. We rode it all the way to New Orleans. Well, I pulled my harpoon from my dirty red bandana. We were playing soft while Bobby sang the blues. Windshield wipers slapping time, I was holding Bobby's hand in mine, and he sang every song that driver knew. Oh, freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Oh, nothing, as long as I need. Oh, my goodness, y'all got me going now. Y'all gonna have to quit.
Ah, I love
Oh,
that.
feeling good was easy, Lord, when he sang the blues. You know, feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee. From the Kentucky coal mines to the California sun, yeah, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Through all kinds of weather, everything we done, yeah, Bobby, baby, yeah, I can get going if I had the lyrics. Sorry, I didn't mean to take up your show.
You are doing. I'm the one that asked you to sing, honey. You're fine. I'm having a ball.
Hey, I'm on my computer now on YouTube, so you ask me the song and I can look up the lyrics for you.
But that ain't gonna help her.
No, and I can't see them. My screen has locked on the comments and nothing is rolling. It's just stuck like Chuck.
Well, Versi says, "Go, girl." Sounds good.
Yes.
I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying this. Thank you for having me, but I think I'm embarrassing myself.
You are not embarrassing yourself. TT says, "Thank you, Nana." A bunch of hearts says, "This is good for our souls." See,
We've needed this. We really have. We've all became very stressed.
What was it that Sally Field said in the movie Still Magnolias? No, it was Dolly Parton. She said laughter through tears.
yes.
Yep.
I'd much rather sing than cry, that's for dang sure.
Oh, I sing, I cry. I hear my own voice and it makes me cry.
Robin says it's made her day. And the real Brenda says this is such an amazing channel. Love the people here. Well, thank you so much. And that's I love all of you guys. I love all of my viewers and my subscribers, my mods, my friends.
And that's not just lip service, y'all. She means it.
Yeah, guys, I put everybody that so far that I have connected with personally that I have in my phone and I talk to. There's like 38 names that's in my YouTube category that I'm friends with on YouTube that have my personal phone number that I talk to. Where did you go, Genevieve? I can't believe you left us.
She's like, I'm gonna leave before y'all ask me to sing again.
Oh, now there would have been one. Genevieve, you got to come back.
Oh.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Tell her we'll end on that one.
Yeah, if you'll come back and sing that one, we won't make you sing no more. Well, thank you for lurking, wee Scottish Ma. There she is. She come back.
Okay, I'm pulling up the lyrics right now.
But the lyrics ain't gonna help her, sweetheart.
Well, I can feed her a word or two, and I'll bet she'll.
Yeah.
She can.
Okay. Do you know Jesus Take the Wheel? Jen.
No, I don't.
Oh. Well, then I guess that's not going to be your last song. We had a deal. You broke the deal, so you just got to stay and sing. That's all I can tell you.
Oh Lord. For some reason I dropped out. I grew up on bluegrass, classic country, and gospel, and some of the old Appalachian ballads.
All right, I want to hear the Old Rugged Cross.
Let me go find the songbook.
All right.
Okay, that was my papa's favorite song of all
And then
time.
we'll hear Amazing Grace.
What did we do with that songbook? Here it is. So. Yep. Breaking out the old Broadway hymnal here. What'd y'all get so quiet for?
Waiting on you, darling. It's your audience.
It's your show.
Yeah, it might be my show. Well, it was my show for the first 2 hours.
Genevieve, I want to tell you, your singing has helped decrease my stress level. I feel like I can finally breathe and see a little bit. It's been amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome, darling.
Yes, thank you, Genevieve.
Got a truck going by. Well, I know this book has got the Old Rugged Cross in there.
Dr. Debo, I agree 100%. A lot of the cause of the children being suffering is the financial problems that their parents have. Thank you, wee Scottish Ma.
All right, I found it.
All righty.
On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. I'm getting raspy.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Can you do Amazing Grace for me once, please? And then we'll go back to more cheerful songs.
Let me get a drink of water. Hold on a minute.
No,
Go make
ain't
you
allowed
some
to.
tea with honey and lemon. It'll ease your throat. No, this is amazing. I want to thank you for this. I think we've all needed this.
Yes.
Hot out there. Come in for dinner.
Had to get a drink. Okay, Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Twas grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no last days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
Encore,
Thank
encore,
you.
encore.
Your voice is so I don't know how to describe it. It's
Soothing.
yes, very. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Well, thank
Happy
y'all.
tears. Rockin' Robin says happy tears. The real Brenda says brings chills. And you've got all kinds of applause.
Well, thank y'all so much.
Wow.
There's a bunch of them good old hymns that put your mind at ease.
Says your wee Scottish Ma says I'm bawling, and the real Brenda says your voice touches the soul, and I think that's what I was trying to say a minute ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I wish my granddaughter was still in here. I would make her get up here and sing.
There we go.
It'd be nice. I wished I could.
I do a lot of the Isaac stuff.
The what stuff?
The Isaacs.
Oh, Christian group?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you sing some of it for us?
You want a happy song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I need to fix my shingles, need to clean out my water drains. I need to paint my mailbox, 'cause you can't even read my name. I could use some brand new curtains, there's a million things I need to do, but I'm gonna move, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move to a brand new city. No planes, no trains, no cars, no high-toned sound of a siren, no bad news, booze, no bars. Gonna leave my windows open, everything's gonna be brand new. Well, I'm gonna move, I'm gonna move. Well, up there I'm gonna have new neighbors. I might even live next door to John the Baptist. I won't dare turn down my gospel music, and I won't have to mow my lawn. I could stand to see the flowers. There's a million things I plan to do, but I'm gonna move, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move to a brand new city. No planes, no trains, no cars, no high-toned sound of a siren, no bad news, booze, nor bars. Gonna leave my windows open, everything's gonna be brand new. Well, I'm gonna move, I'm gonna move, I'm gonna move, I'm gonna move.
Wow.
Thank you. You are so awesome for doing this for us.
Well, I'm always in for a good cheering up and a good laugh.
Thank you for doing Summer's song for us also.
Well, I'm going to keep working on that one.
Me too.
We definitely
really
need it.
There's a... Yeah, like I said, I grew up mostly on bluegrass and gospel.
My Mima, I can remember her. She loved Loretta Lynn. and she put the record on, and Loretta Lynn would just blast from as she would clean her house and do her chores.
Me and my daughter do that, but we did it with Randy Travis.
I love Randy Travis.
You don't know no Randy Travis, do you, Jen?
No, I know some Ricky Van Shelton.
Which one?
Most of his gospel, really.
Well, throw one out there for us.
Oh, good grief.
Okay, I got one.
Versi says something by Reba.
Which one you want? Oh. Which one?
Which one, Versi?
Some of the older stuff, because I ain't up to date on her new stuff.
Okay, I'll get the lyrics up when she tells you. I want you to do, I just had one up there and I totally forgot it. Oh, I know what it was. The Judds, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days.
Do you know that one?
Dinner time, you want a sandwich?
No, I ain't been too long ago since I just sausage and biscuit.
That's what Anna said. It belongs in late breakfast.
The Judds, Grandpa. No.
Okay.
No, not without the lyrics.
Okay, just do any of the Reba songs because she's not popped one up here yet.
What's one of my Reba songs that I do? They want to hear me do Reba. I need some lyrics. Go back to Loretta for a minute. Y'all ever heard that?
The one that Vicki Lawrence sings.
The night that the lights went out in Georgia.
Yes, ma'am.
He was on his way home from Candlestop. Been 2 weeks gone, he thought he'd stop at Webb's and have him a drink before he went home to her. Andy Wolo said hello. He said, hi, what's doing? Wo said, sit down, I got some bad news, it's gonna hurt. He said, I'm your best friend and you know that's right. But your young bride ain't home tonight. Since you been gone, she's been seeing that Amos boy said. Well, Andy saw red and left the bar. Walking on home 'cause he didn't live far. You see, Andy didn't have many friends and he just lost him one. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. Well, don't trust your soul to no backwoods southern lawyer, 'cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. That one?
Yeah. Do you know Fancy?
I know a little bit of it.
Okay. We'll take a little bit of it.
Let's see. How does it start? I forgot how it starts.
Second to no one, would you like to come up and sing with her? She's been sitting there singing along.
Well, get her up there.
You can always jump off when the hospital calls. You want to come up? Second to none?
Fancy.
Here's the link if you want to jump up.
Fancy. How does it start? I keep forgetting how it starts out.
I'm trying to get there and it's not letting me.
I can't see the chat. Fancy's hard to do. There's too many high notes.
Hang on just a sec. Let me.
Prayers for second to no one's family, guys. Superior Dreams 19. I've never heard of that one before.
I've heard of that, but I don't know it.
Okay, she's telling you how it starts. Says, I remember it all very well looking back.
I remember it all very well looking back at the summer I turned 18. Daddy run. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I can't do it without lyrics and I can't see the chat for y'all to help me.
Well, it's on the screen. The first couple of lines is.
I can't see it, honey. My screen's locked up with StreamYard.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And if I go to try and get out of it, it'll disconnect me. It'll drop me. I remember back in 16. We just gonna have to. You just gonna have to better prepare me for this now, Nana. You just sprung this on me.
Well, I'm sorry, hon. Second, listen, we were saying prayers for, or we need to say prayers for second to no one's family. It says, no, I couldn't. I'm assuming she's talking about coming up on screen. It says, I've been crying too much and I'm just enjoying this so much. Thank you so much, though. It is pouring rain today, too. So you are uplifting her and she needs it right now. So
Yeah,
you just keep
absolutely. Let's keep everybody in thought and prayer for anything anybody's enduring right now.
Yes, I agree. Hey, do you know Butterfly Kisses?
No, I've not heard
Okay.
that song in ages.
That was my daughter's song. Always, it just, I don't know. Because it's sweet.
It is very sweet.
Momo says, I seen the news thing that popped up, sweetheart. It says, just found 16-year-old in our community. She was pregnant and 16 years old. They found her passed away.
Oh, Lord God. Father, just be with that family. Be with that whole situation.
That's horrible. So yeah, every now and then we do need something to brighten our day and lift our spirits and calm our souls. And today that happens to be you, Miss Genevieve.
I'm trying to think of something else to kind of pull everybody back out.
I'm trying to look and see what kind
May
of.
says you wouldn't want me up there singing, Nana. You'd need a Jody Sue interpreter.
Oh, good grief. Now that's a laugh in itself. Bless her heart.
I love to sing, but I can't sing either. Trust me. I love to sing though. How about Christy Lane? Do you know any of hers?
Christy Lane. I know. One Day at a Time.
Yes.
I don't have the lyrics to that.
I'm getting it right now.
Honey, I can't see them.
Well, I can just feed a little bit to you, and you can.
Yeah, but then she has to start and stop, and.
Oh, that's true. One day at a time. Yep.
How about Chattanooga Choo Choo?
Y'all know this, and y'all living up in the mountains. I am a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. There is no sickness, toil, nor danger in that bright world to which I go. I'm going home to see my father. I'm going home, no more to roam. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home. I know dark clouds will hover o'er me. I know my pathway is rough and steep, but golden fields lie out before me, and weary eyes no more will weep. I'm going home to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm only going over Jordan. I am just going over home. I'll soon be free from every trial. This form will rest beneath the sod. I'll trade my cross for self-denial and enter in my home with God. I'm going home to see my Savior. I'm going home, no more to roam. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home.
Keep
Awesome.
on. That's great. Those kind of songs I love. Just keep on with them.
I'm getting raspy.
That's okay. It gives you a different kind of sound and it's cool.
Anybody else? Anybody else want to come up and give her a break? Because we all need this, and you know we do. Anybody that wants to sing, come on up.
Going up home to live in green pastures where we shall live and die evermore. Even the Lord will be in that number when we have reached that heavenly shore. Those who have strayed were sought by the Master, he who once gave his life for his sheep. Out on the hilltops, still he is searching, bringing us in forever to keep. Going up home to live in green pastures where we shall live and die evermore. Even the Lord will be in that number when we shall reach that heavenly shore.
Awesome. Flies on the Wall wants to know, do you know Rank Stranger?
Oh, well, I wandered today into my home on the mountain. Where in youth's early dawn, I was happy and free. I looked for my friends, but I never could find them. I found they were all rank strangers to me. That one.
I guess. How about the Through the Fire by the Isaacs?
No, I don't know that one well enough. It's a good song, though.
Do you know when they ring those golden bells?
Not without help.
I know. Well, that's not happening. How about I'll fly away?
I agree with who was it up here? Hang on a second. Yeah, the one I've got on the screen. It says LOL, I don't sing because it sounds like someone's trying to baptize a cat. That's me too, trust me.
I did that yesterday. No kidding. I baptized the cat. I blessed that thing the whole time I was giving it a bath.
Karen says, so beautiful. I'm so calm now. I have two grandsons and both are sleeping listening to you.
Well, thank you.
Look, you're even putting kids to sleep.
Oh, well, hi, I'm good with that one.
If I was a sparrow, if I was a little sparrow, I believe is what it's called. Do you know that one by chance?
No, I haven't heard that one in a long time, but I know which one they're talking about.
How about On the Wings of a Snow White Dove?
Oh, Lord, that's one of my daughter's favorites. On the wings of a snow white dove, God sends his pure, sweet love, a sign from above. On the wings of a dove. Yep. Y'all gonna have to catch me where I got all my lyrics in front of me. When Noah had drifted on the flood. Yep, now you got me wanting to sing that one, and I ain't got the lyrics to it. What was that other one you said?
Like a sparrow, little sparrow, or something like that. How about? Do you know any Johnny Preston's? What is the name of that song? Something dove. Little white dove. About the Indians.
Running bear, love little white dove.
Yes.
Yes.
That one's hard for me to do.
Oh, Wee Scottish Ma says you are a tonic. My heart is lighter. Thank you.
Yeah, running bear,
Decks of
running
cards, or deck of cards. Do you know that one?
by Tex Ritter. No, but I wish I did.
Tears from Heaven, Clapton.
That's too hard to do.
Oh, come on. Please try.
I don't know all of it without looking at it.
Would you know my name?
Would you
Okay.
know my name if I saw you in heaven? Yeah, that's hard for me to do because I'm on the verge of crying now.
Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can give you some a break.
My latest sun is sinking fast. My race is nearly run. My strongest trials now are past. My triumph is begun. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snow white wings to my immortal home. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my immortal home. That one. Did I lose you?
No. I'm here. Nana, are you here? Well, she must have dropped out for a minute. You do have a voice that just soothes the soul.
I'm here.
There she is.
I'm
We
here.
lost you. I thought I knocked you out.
No, I was seeing if I could get, if Bobby was busy, I was going to see if I could get him to come on up and sing for us. And he says he would love to, but he wouldn't be able to until like 5 o'clock this evening. But he says he'll come on this evening and sing. Now, that's the guy that that's really old friends of mine, that he opened for the Zach Brown band at one of their concerts.
Oh, cool.
So I've got a video that he made not too long ago. It's on my channel. So he's I ain't gonna say pretty good singer. He's a damn good singer.
I got one for you.
What's that?
Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire.
Okay.
That was quick.
Okay, how about his wife?
June Carter Cash.
Yeah, you were just singing one last night or the other night for me.
I was just playing around.
Do the little part that you know.
Well, I walked into a honky tonk just the other day. Put a nickel in the jukebox just to hear it play. That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Why would you do that?
Tanya Tucker, Two Sparrows in a Hurricane.
Like two sparrows in a hurricane, trying to find their way. Yep, I can't do that one either yet. Just yet. Y'all got me going. I got my brain going.
Burning Candles at Both Ends, Tanya Tucker.
I've been through 2 divorces.
These boots were made for walking.
Please, I love that song.
I don't know it. I don't know it well enough to do it.
I can't even think of the beginning of it.
Nana for Life says, am I the only one that feels like we've been to church today?
This is the best kind of fellowship you can have.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
We're 3 or more gathered.
The world said they would never make it. But Love says they can. Do you know that one?
That's it. 2 Sparrows in a Hurricane.
Yeah. How about Fire on the Mountain?
I've had a fire on the mountain one time.
Oh, I did too. It burnt my whole house down.
Mine too.
We were, as a matter of fact, my husband, myself, and our children, all 8 of them, had went to my nephew's Christmas play, and when we came home, we saw this orange glow up in the sky. And the closer we got, the bigger it got. And we literally drove up to our house. There was just room because it was on the side of a mountain. And there was just room enough to pull up to the house and back up and turn around and go back down off the mountain. And we had to literally pull up within feet of the whole house being on fire.
Mm.
And then sit and watch it. And the fire department wouldn't and couldn't do anything because they couldn't get to it. So they just had to let it burn.
I endured 2 fires in one day because it was sleeting and snowing, and it was so cold when the house burned that when we secured everything down and locked everything down so we could leave, the neighbor called me back and told me that it had reignited.
Reignited, yeah. Okay, I've got a list here. You name one that you might know. We have Coat of Many Colors, Wildfire, and Paper Roses.
Back through the years, I go wandering once again, back to the seasons of my youth. I recall a box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put the rags to use. There were rags of many colors, and every piece was small, and I didn't have a coat, and it was way down in the fall. Mama sewed the rags together, sewing every piece with love. She made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of. As she sewed, she told the story from a Bible she had read about a coat of many colors Joseph wore, and then she said, perhaps this coat will bring you good luck and happiness. And I couldn't wait to wear it. Mama blessed it with a kiss. Well, my coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made only from love, but I wore it so proudly. Yeah, that one.
Yes. Second to no one, prayers, honey, for everything. She's got to go, guys. The hospital called. They're on their way with her mom.
Okay, hon. Prayers with
Bless
you.
your heart. Prayers, yes.
Awesome. Okay, what about Paper Roses?
I don't know that one.
Really? You need to learn that one. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah, I can sing it with the radio, but I can't sing it.
Somebody said, sing Rocky Top for us.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. I feel the same way, but it's still our theme song. So
I'll do a little bit of it. Once 2 strangers climbed old Rocky Top looking for moonshine still. Strangers ain't come down from Rocky Top, reckon they never will. Corn won't grow at all on Rocky Top, dirt's too rocky by far. That's why all the folks on Rocky Top get their corn from a jar. Oh, Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. That one?
yes. Hey guys, I just got a news thing. It says remains. This is old remains. Okay. Remains found in East Tennessee 37 years ago, identified missing Indiana girl. They just identified her, and they're asking for the public's help to
Sorry, guys.
that's okay. Says this week the remains were positively identified as Tracy Sue Walker, who went missing from Lafayette, Indiana area in 1978 when she was around 15 years old. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. It's out of the remains were found in Campbell County, and they're asking for people to help figure out what happened to her.
1978. She's been missing since 1978.
Yes, and she was just identified. Her remains were found at some point in time in Tennessee, but she was just identified yesterday, today, something like that.
What was the name again?
Tracy Sue Walker.
Okay.
All right, check your local newspaper articles from where she's from. Because you're not going to find anything in Tennessee on her. You're gonna have to check your local newspapers on archives on that one.
Yeah,
And I believe
Lafayette.
that's Lafayette, Indiana.
No, it's Lafayette.
Lafayette. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. See, you learned something every day.
Well, there's all see down in Louisiana. They've got a which one is ours? Genevieve, is it ours? Is Lafayette, isn't it, or Lafayette?
Lafayette here in Tennessee.
Okay, it's Lafayette. When I went to Louisiana,
It's
I
Lafayette.
argued. Yeah, it's Lafayette, and I kept arguing with them. No, it's Lafayette, and they're like, no, it's Lafayette, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Now there's the O and the A is the only difference, pretty much.
The further south you go, the more the further north you go, the more pronounced your syllables are.
Right.
Well, I tell you, I pick up accents really easy. And so my husband always knows when I've been talking to Nana or somebody, because the rest of the day it's all,
Hey,
y'all. And
Jen, May is asking for you to sing. Can you sing my intro song?
Your intro song?
Yep.
I don't know your intro song like that, darling.
Well, I mean, May's the one that was asking you. I love that song. It's very catchy, and you always want to sing along with it. But I agree with you. I couldn't even give you the tune of it.
No,
I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Would
What?
you include that song and that intro in Summer's file?
Yeah.
Thank you. I think that would be awesome.
I
didn't know that many people liked that song. So,
Oh, yeah.
well, technically it's two different songs mixed together, but yes. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you all have de-stressed a little bit and had a little bit of fun and smiled and maybe laughed and very much enjoyed Genevieve. I know I have.
Thank y'all. Thank you, Nana. I've just had fun with it all together, and I'm glad I've uplifted some spirits and put some people in a better mood. And
Well, thank you for that.
Well,
like I said earlier, sometimes it's just the best kind of fellowship you can have.
We do need to do this again, actually. Is there any way I could get you to schedule an evening next week? Sometime or another? And I will have a few other people to join you so that you're not the only one.
It's definitely a good de-stressor, that's for sure.
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
And we have to remember, tears are good too. Tears are good. God tells us he takes our tears and stores them in vials up there with him. So remember, every tear you cry for Summer or just for yourself, your stress, your situation, God knows your pain. And that crying is good. It's a cleansing.
Yes, it is. Kathy says it has been very refreshing. Thank you, Genevieve.
You're more than welcome, darling.
And Scottish Ma says I laughed, cried, and laughed again. Oh, see, that's what my other channel was supposed to have been, was to do music on, but then people stopped coming. But it was so that we could do music and stuff. Maybe I shouldn't have been playing music, and maybe I should have just gotten people that would come up and sing. We'd have had a whole lot better time.
I think that's the way some people distress too, is by singing. Doesn't it make you feel better, Genevieve, after you've sung like this?
Oh, I'm always acting funny and silly and singing and everything. My old man sitting over here looking at me like, yep, nodding.
You're very welcome, the real Brenda. And Hattie, you're saying it's getting real dark. My sun is still shining, so maybe it's working its way down.
I know last night somebody commented yeehaw or hee-haw. it's time for hee-haw in the chat. And I got tickled, so I had to do a little old hee-haw ditty that they used to do.
TT says it's storming at her house.
I wish it would rain here.
Really?
It rained a little bit yesterday, but today it's clouded up. But I wish the bottom would fall out. It's so humid. Yeah, he's right. It just makes it hotter.
Hey, does your old man sing?
He said
Jim?
no. He says no.
But does he really?
He
Darn.
can if he wants. He can if he wants to, but he just don't.
Hattie says, gloom, despair, and agony. Come on, you can sing that for us real quick.
Oh, Lord. Gloom, despair, and agony on me. You got to do the woe.
Oh, whoa.
Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep,
Oh,
dark depression, excessive misery.
oh,
If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all.
oh.
Gloom, despair, and agony on me.
There you go.
You know what,
How
Nana?
did
Let's
I
schedule a
want
live like. Let's
What?
schedule a live like this once a week where we all can just get together and
I would love to.
de-stress.
We can always, you can always use a new intro. Oh, we're not one to go around spreading rumors. While really we're just not the gossiping kind. Or you'll never hear one of us repeating gossip. So you better be sure to listen close the first time.
Okay, I just found my intro I want you to do for my channel.
Oh, Lord.
You have to make sure it's not copyrighted, hon.
Yeah, well, we can change some words here and there.
No, it's the music. They get the music too. That's just like the other day when I played her. I played it where she was singing it, and it picked up the tune. It gave me a copyright claim, but they were willing just to share the monetization.
Mhm.
And then, so I know that it's the sound, the tune that she's using to sing the song to. So
Okay.
you can't just change the words, and it don't work like that.
I watched a YouTube video yesterday on how to use copyright music so you don't get struck. And the way that I understood what that woman was saying in that video is that if you, in your description box for whatever broadcast you're doing, if you put a link and and in the description state that you do not, no one owns the copyrights to these songs or tune or music, and that it is used for entertainment purposes only.
Right.
But that's not true though, because people do own the copyrights to it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. As long as you put that disclaimer in there that the contents of your broadcast
are going to be used for certain things.
Yeah.
Educational purposes, discussion, this and that.
Entertainment,
That's a smart idea, is at the beginning of every broadcast, everybody should have that disclaimer up.
Well,
especially with music.
I have that in the beginning of that's on my intro.
Well, then you should be okay.
No.
That's under
you have to.
That's under fair use.
But you can't use copyrighted material and actually make money from it. Now, sometimes you can, like the Billy guy with the meth song or little bag, dust bag, whatever it is. I can't think. Anyways, I did not monetize that one because I figured he would have a copyright claim on it, which he does, but he is nice enough to come back and say, because most of the time if you go ahead and use it, then they'll strike you or say you can't use it. But he was nice enough to say, okay, yes, you can. You go ahead and use my music. I don't mind, but you just got to share the proceeds with me. So I'm sharing the monetization off that video with him.
And sometimes these artists, I know a few of them. They'll, if you're doing it just being silly and goofing off and all that, even if it is a monetized situation, if it don't exceed a certain amount, they ain't even gonna fool with it. They're just gonna say, "Have fun. Thank you for
Right.
supporting my music," or "Thank you for supporting me."
We'll find out when I get off here.
Well, I tell you what, if you get struck and somebody tries to manipulate the monetization and trying to extract funds from your broadcast,
Yeah.
and they don't have a sense of humor, then they ain't much of an artist at all.
Well,
I'm serious. I mean, you're not putting on a concert or anything. You're not doing any of that. And any rational thinking individual is going to say, "Hey, I appreciate you sharing my music. I'm thankful you're a fan. You're not out here doing cover bands. You're not out here promoting all that. You're just having fun with my content. Have fun."
right. I agree, but not every it's most of it's computerized. They just have the tune already programmed in a computer. And if they decide that they want to limit your content or whatever the monetization, you have to ask for a human to go in and preview it and see if it's okay or not. And then they still may say, "Nope, forget you," and they still may, copyright claim you or whatever.
Well, see, that's just like me just singing excerpts. I could have went through and done the whole dang song on a few of them that I was playing around with y'all with. But if that artist was to come at you and me doing the whole song, then they could probably come at you that way. But I wasn't doing that.
Right. But anyways, I'm not worried about it. If they do that to me, to give me a copyright claim or whatever, I'll just I'll download this live stream, split it in two, and keep both of them up. Just demonetize your part.
Yeah.
Well, I have a request for the final song before we all leave.
If she knows it.
Oh, she knows it. She
Oh.
doesn't even have to sing it. We can just play it.
Oh, okay. Do you want to sing it, Jen, or you want me to just play it?
Let this truck get by. I've got the words to it here with me because I've been working.
Well, go ahead.
Let me go get it. Let's see. Well, I said I had them with me. I do. I got them. Hold on. Spend all my time hoping for a second chance, for a day that could make it okay. They all had their reasons. I was not good enough. I would cry at the end of the day. I need more compassion. Please, someone care for me. Beauty is not what I've seen. Let me be happy, oh, careless and free, and I'll find peace with new life in the arms of the angels, far away from that hill, from the dark, cold, old home place, and the endless nights I've relived. I was pulled from the wreckage of the hell on that hill. I'm in the arms of the angels, and I found sweet comfort here.
Thank you.
Awesome.
You're welcome.
I hope you guys enjoyed that song. These two ladies have worked hard on that song.
So have you, Nana.
Yep. There's several. There's three of us in particular.
That's
Yeah.
right. Remember when we started this, it's the three of us.
Yes.
Nothing else.
I agree.
Okay.
All right. God bless all of you. I'm going to have to jump off here because I've got things I've got to get done, but I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Genevieve, for coming up and doing all the singing. Thank you, Nano, for life, for coming up and co-hosting with me.
Sure, it was fun.
Yeah, it's
I
been fun.
appreciate-
Thanks, Nana. Thanks, Nan. Okay, I'm struggling with your name, darling. Nano or Nana?
Nano. When my
Nana.
granddaughter Nano.
Nano and Nana. I love
Yep.
y'all both. Love your chat. Love your page. Love your group. Thank y'all so much for having me on your panel. I've had a lot of fun.
Well, we
Thank
love
you.
you.
Yes.
All right. I'm
I'll
going to
call you
drop
in the
out.
next
Y'all have
day
a
or
wonderful
so.
day.
Okay,
right.
I'll call you in the next day or so and we'll talk.
You're absolutely fine. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
All right. Bye,
Bye-bye,
hon.
love.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Y'all have a great day.
Bye,
And
Nana.
we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Nano.
Bye, Nana. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.